Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to the 14 Eagles Screen Share webinar. My name is Greg Phillips. I'll be your host tonight. We hope you guys had a great week. There's a lot of positive things going on with the 14 Eagles platform, and we hope you're getting the fruits of the labor out of this year. We're moving into the summer, barbecues and stuff like that. This is the time to talk to your friends about the 14 Eagles platform. Like I said, all you have to do is ask people, have you ever heard of 14 Eagles before? If they say no or what is it, you let them know it's just ordinary people coming together to do extraordinary things. And we're about to change the world because the 14 Eagles platform is that powerful. That being said, Bryant, you have the floor.
All right. Fantastic. And thank you, Greg, and welcome back, brother. We missed you. Glad you came back last week. We've been praying for you, and it's just good to hear your voice back on the calls as normal.
Thank you, my brother. My pleasure. I just want to thank everybody for the prayers and warm wishes I received. So thank you, everybody.
All right. Okay. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming through the 14 Eagles Thursday night webinar tonight. You could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here, and we really, really appreciate that. 14 Eagles, as some of you may know, has been around for a while now. And we've been helping out a lot of people, okay, with our platform. And it has really has started to surpass our expectations of what we wanted. And so we're glad that you're taking an opportunity to take a look at the 14 Eagles platform and the 14 Eagles community. We hope that you are pleased at what you see. We don't have a lot of thrills here for you. There's no balloons going up or anything like that. We give it to you straight from the hip and straight from the heart. This is a community of people that come together to help one another, and that's what we're all about. And hopefully you'll be able to see that tonight. What we're going to do, and what we always like to do, is just start off with the 14 Eagles presentation. Now, you can see this 14 Eagles video presentation on our community, 14 Eagles community website, which is located at www.14eaglesden.com. And all you have to do is just click on the menu tab, and just click on the 14 Eagles video tab. Okay, 14 Eagles video tab. And when you do that, you'll scroll down and you'll see our 14 Eagles video. And so we encourage you to come and take a look at that video. Watch it as many times as you need to watch it. And once you see how our platform works, then you'll have a lot more confidence in getting involved in what we do and how we help people monetarily. Okay? But I want to say this before we get into that. 14 Eagles is more than just a gifting platform. Okay? We want to stress that to the utmost. We're more than just a gifting platform. And you'll see we are a full-fledged community here. Okay? And we want you to see all the different aspects of 14 Eagles. That way you can fit in where you want to get in. It's just as simple as that. Okay? So we're going to show you that a little bit later. We're not going to take up a whole lot of your time. We want to get you in and out just to get you the information so you can get it out to others and bring them back on our Thursday night calls on a weekly basis so we can get everybody familiar about the 14 Eagles platform. So without further ado, I just want to show the 14 Eagles video so you can see how the 14 Eagles platform works. Welcome to 14 Eagles. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to describe a program that provides like-minded people from all walks of life the opportunity to help one another. 14 Eagles is not a business. It's not a corporation. It's not a network marketing organization. Rather, it's a private, invitation-only, global community of people who believe in the principle that by helping others, in that process, we help ourselves. That's the premise of 14 Eagles. As we give, so shall we receive. 14 Eagles commonly uses a unique online gifting platform that allows members to come together for mutual interest, commitment, and prosperity. When we join 14 Eagles, we enter into the first step of that process. We're invited to freely send a $2 gift to each of 3 people whose names are presented to you for a total of $6. We now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $2, totaling $28. Of that $28, we keep $7 as our harvest and hold on to $21 for step 2. In step 2, you're invited to freely send a $7 gift to each of 3 people whose names are presented to you for a total of $21. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $7, totaling $98. You keep $8 as your harvest and add that to your previous harvest of $7 and hold on to $90 for step 3. Step 3, you're invited to send a $30 gift to each of 3 people whose names are presented to you for a total of $90. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $30, totaling $420. You keep $120 as your harvest and add that to your previous harvest total and hold on to $300 for step 4. Now for step 4, you're invited to freely send a $100 gift to each of 3 people whose names are presented to you for a total of $300. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $100, totaling $1,400, of which you keep $800 as your harvest. You can see how your harvest has grown. You hold on to $600 for step 5, where you're invited again to freely send a $200 gift to each of 3 people whose names presented to you for a total of $600. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $200, totaling $2,800, of which you keep $2,050 as your harvest and hold on to $750 for step 6. Step 6, the final step, you're invited to freely send a $250 gift to each of the 3 people whose names that are presented to you for a total of $750. You now have the potential to receive up to 14 gifts of $250, totaling $3,500. You hold $750 for repeating step 6 and keep $2,750 as your harvest for a total harvest of $5,735 from a one-time initial gift of just $6. You can also send and receive additional gifts by re-entering and cycling through each step. For example, by re-entering step 1, where you send a $2 gift to 3 people, by cycling through that step, you have the potential to receive $22 in gifts over and over. Likewise, by recycling step 2, you have the potential to receive $77 in gifts over and over again. That principle applies to each step. By cycling through each step, you can receive $6,380 in gifts over and over, in addition to the $5,735 in gifts you receive through your initial progression through your 6 steps. One of the first questions we receive is, how do I position myself to send and receive these gifts? Well, I encourage you to contact the person who introduced you to 14 Eagles, and he or she, if they haven't already, will provide you with their website address, 14eagles.com / and their username. In it, you will find an outline that will walk you through the process to becoming a 14 Eagles member. It's a very simple process that begins with registering for a Cash App account. Cash App is our payment processor, which allows us to seamlessly and in real time send and receive gifts. Once you have established and funded your Cash App account, you can join 14 Eagles by completing a very short template. Then send your gift to 3 people whose names are presented to you in your website, and introduce 14 Eagles to 2 people who do exactly what you just did. Register for a Cash App account, join 14 Eagles, give 3 people $2 each, and introduce the program to 2 like-minded people who do the same thing you just did. That's how you build your 14 Eagles nest. These are the people who follow you from step 1 through step 6. It all begins with a very simple 4-step process. As I mentioned earlier, 14 Eagles is not a business. We're not selling anything. We're not asking anybody to change their behavior. We are merely presenting a program to our friends and family members that allows us to freely send a $2 gift to 3 people with the potential to be blessed to the tune of thousands of dollars each month. Thank you for your time, and again, I urge you to contact the person who introduced you to 14 Eagles. God bless. All right, so that's the 14 Eagles in a nutshell. And so let me see if I can get this off. Blessed to the tune of thousands of dollars each month. Technical difficulties here. Thank you. Okay. All right. So that's the 14 Eagles platform in a nutshell. And I hope that you understood that. If you didn't, then what you want to do is just go to our community website at www.14eaglesden.com and look at the video, a couple of times if needed. Get the full understanding of how this platform works. All right? It's a very, very simple platform. We try to make it as user-friendly as possible, and we're getting ready to make some adjustments to it to make it move even smoother and make it move even faster. All right? And so we're really looking forward to that. But once you understand how the platform works, then right below it are all the instructions on how to sign up, okay, and get started in the 14 Eagles platform. If you follow these instructions to the T, you shouldn't have any problems at all in getting started with the platform. Everything is right here for you. It's not difficult at all. Follow this line by line, and you won't have a problem at all dealing with the 14 Eagles platform. And you'll just see just how simple this really is. And when you go to the website and you go to our different tabs, as I said earlier, 14 Eagles is more than just a gifting platform. All right? We're here for the masses, and we try to pride ourselves in giving people everything that they need as far as being in the community. The things that we have, we want to make it to where it's a community-driven type of platform. And so we have a little bit of everything for everybody. Whatever you see that you see fit to take part in the 14 Eagles community, by all means, take part in it. Okay? As you see right here, we even advertise on our 14 Eagles community site, where the members can advertise any type of business that they have through the 14 Eagles community. So that's a very unique concept within itself when you're talking about a gifting platform, all right? So we take pride in that. Also, we really encourage you to come and take a look at our welcome. If you read this welcome, then you'll get a pretty good perspective of what 14 Eagles is really all about. Right? As I've always said, 14 Eagles is more than just a gifting platform. We do more than just send gifts to one another. Right? We try to cover the whole spectrum, and we want to be a community. And without community, we can't do anything. Without each other, there's nothing that we can accomplish. Okay? But if we come together and do what we need to do together, then we don't have to hold our hands out to governments and corporations to take care of us. We can do that ourselves. And so that's what this whole welcome is encompassing. Showing us that we can come together and do things ourselves and become a self-sustaining community where we don't need any government or corporation to do for us. We can do for ourselves. Also, we encourage you to come down and look at our video row. You know, this video row, a series of videos, will put you in the right mind that you need to be a part of a community, a virtual community. And so, you know, we're here to try to uplift people's consciousness, right? Because one of our main goals is to help people get out of debt and to wipe out poverty. And to be able to do that, we have to have a certain mindset, and we have to uplift our consciousness to do that. And so that's what these videos attempt to do. Put you in the right frame of mind and to try to uplift your consciousness. Things that you don't get from mainstream media. All right? So these are the things that the community has come up with to give to the community. These are videos that the community has sent in to give to you to try to uplift your consciousness and to elevate your mentality about what we're doing here at 14 Eagles. So we really encourage you to really take a look at it. And if you don't do anything else, we encourage you to sign up for our newsletter. Okay? Put your email, your name and your email in and send it to us so you can receive our email updates that we send out on a weekly basis. We have a thing called the Video of the Week. And we've been doing the Video of the Week for years now, educating people about what's going on in the world, what's going on in our financial system, our economic system. You know, there's so many things that a lot of people do not know, and that they can't get from mainstream media. And so our community has come together to where we can educate each other through our videos of the week. So if you have videos that you want to send to the community, by all means, send them in to us so we can send it out to the 14 Eagles community. Because, see, we're here to educate one another, to uplift one another. And that's what it's all about. That's what community is all about. Okay? So now, we understand that money is the main reason that people come here. Let's be real about it. Money is the main thing. But as we always say, and one of the lines in the welcome here that I like to always go over is that the one line here says, there's a universal law, God's law. Whatever you give out into the universe, you get back in abundance. So, you know, people come to the 14 Eagles platform looking for money because, you know, quite naturally so, you know, our economy is not what, you know, it used to be. Especially, you know, being in the midst of a pandemic, and hopefully things we're coming out of this pandemic and trying to get back to some type of normalcy. Well, I'm here to tell you, normalcy is gone now. The thing that you used to know was normal is no longer that way anymore. All right? And things are changing. We're in the midst of a paradigm shift. And so we encourage you to come here because of the monetary gift, and we understand that. But that is not the be-all and do-all, okay? Because, see, you have to come with the right intention. And if you come with the right intention, the intention to help others, then guess what? You automatically get help. Automatically get help. And that's the key. That's what we're trying to get across to people that come to the 14 Eagles community. That's God's law. Whatever you put into the universe, you get back into in abundance. So if you come with good intentions, you're going to get good intentions coming back. And the exact opposite is true as well. If you come in with the wrong intentions, you're going to get the wrong intentions tenfold. So you got to be conscious of what you're really coming here to do and what you're really coming for this community for, okay? If you come here to help others, in your heart and in your mind to help others, guess what? You will be helped in abundance. And that's the whole concept of what we do here. Let me show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. All right. With our platform, we have what is called Nest, as you've seen in the presentation. And in our Nest, unlike other gifting platforms, whenever you come to our gifting platform here, you don't just get one gift from just one person, okay? You've seen gifting platforms where you had to come in at the bottom and then work your way to the top before you start receiving gifts. This is not how this works here. As soon as you get in and you send your gifts to 3 people, guess what? Now that puts you in a position to receive gifts from 14 other people, okay? 14 other people. And each person that comes in, they will send 3 gifts to 3 people. And one of those 3 people will be you. So immediately you can start being blessed with gifts as soon as you come in to the platform. But here's the key. You have to go out and encourage other people to get involved into the process as well. This doesn't work if you just come in as a lone ranger and don't do anything. Don't share with anybody. All right? Because guess what? One thing that we always say here at 14 Eagles, no one loses money here. Okay? Reason why you can't lose money in 14 Eagles is because we literally give money away. Literally. Okay? And $6 we give away, expecting nothing in return other than to help other people do the same thing. And as you do that, guess what happens? You get blessed abundantly. That's what it's all. It's just that simple. It is just that simple. And so as you move through each level of the platform, once you've done that, now the key is to every time you receive the blessings and fill your nest, now you get to redo it all over again, okay, with the same people over and over and over again. So this time, whenever you receive your 14 gifts of $28, now you keep $22 in your pocket and re-enter in level 1 again. And you keep doing that over and over again. This is what we call a cycle. Once people understand this process right here, this never stops. Okay? But the whole idea, though, is to get everybody to understand this concept. That's the key. And so that's the mentality that we're trying to garner here. Helping each other. Okay? And don't worry about losing money. You can't lose money because why? We give it away. Does that make sense? And so as we do that through each level, if we do that through each level that you reach the first time, when you go back in again, You recycle all over again. And everyone follows everyone throughout this whole process. It's just an amazing process once you really get the gist of it. And we really encourage you to study this. Okay? But now, one thing that I want you to try to get into your subconscious here. Okay? Because we already know people are looking for money. Okay? And whatever they think that their conception of money really is. Because, see, we know people trying to keep the lights on in their home, trying to keep food on the table, trying to keep the bills paid. We understand that. People are in debt. And quite naturally, we need money. But here's an oxymoron for it right here. Okay? One thing that I always go over is a little thing called numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. And seeing if we don't focus on the money, okay, if we don't focus on the money and we focus on the numbers, not the money part, but the numbers, if we focus on the numbers, then the money takes care of itself. And this is what we're trying to get across to people. Okay? Now follow me on this. If this is your first time watching this, just follow me on this. Now, if you go out and for the next 14 days, you're going to get two people who can get two people who can get two people into 14 weeks. If you just follow that formula, okay, you go get two people, then those two people go get two people, and then those people go get two people, and so on and so forth. Nobody's getting no more than two people, but we're all working together to do that. Nobody's getting more than two people. If you just concentrated on doing that for 14 days, how many people would you have on your team in your community? Right? Just a simple process. Just a simple process of numbers. Because, let's face it, numbers is an exact science. 1 + 1 is 2, right? So if you get two people who go get two people who can bring two people, and everybody does that in 14 days, how many people would you have on your team and in your community? Well, that's a total of 32,766 people, to be exact. Now, a lot of times that blows people's minds when they see that number. 32,000, and all you did was just invite two people. That's all you did, was invite two people. And that's all anybody did, was invite two people. We don't have to make it harder than that. See, we get so focused on the money sometimes, we miss the simplicity of this whole process. Getting two people who can get two people who can get two people. I know it sounds crazy. Almost as crazy as taking a penny and doubling a penny every day for the next 30 days. Have you heard that one? Taking a penny and double that penny every day for the next 30 days. If you do that on a calculator, it will blow your mind if you have not seen it before. Doubling a penny every day for the next 30 days will bring you $5.3 million. That's no joke. That is the absolute truth. $5.3 million from a penny. But see, the problem is we don't think in those terms. Okay? We don't think that something that small can grow into something that big in a short period of time. So we make it difficult. In our minds, we make the process more difficult than what it is. And so we're trying to keep this as simple as possible. As simple as we can. Two people who can get two people who can get two people. And we do that for the next 14 days. Can you focus on this? Can you get two people to focus on that? Because in 14 days, you can generate over 32,000 people. Now, what does that look like in a 14 Eagles platform? when it started with you. Okay? You're talking about just from $2 gifts circulating within the platform, just a $2 gift. We're talking about over $49,000, almost $50,000. $50,000. Can you imagine generating almost $50,000 in 2 weeks, and all you did was invite 2 people to the platform? I know it sounds almost unbelievable, but it's no more unbelievable than a penny doubling every day for the next 30 days, bringing in $5.3 million. Simple stuff. We have to keep it simple. Don't complicate this. Okay? Don't complicate this. Keep it very, very simple. The numbers don't lie. All right? And so I always try to point this out because of the simplicity of it. And I don't want people thinking that this is some kind of hype or some kind of get-rich-quick scheme or anything like that. No, it's not. Because this is all about what the power of people have. You know, just like compounding the penny, what if we compound people? Guess what? If we do that, the money automatically flows, automatically comes. You don't even have to worry about money, right? And if you're constantly cycling through the 14 Eagles platform, now you're putting yourself in a position to whatever program you go to, you will dominate. Dominate. Money becomes no issue. So this is what we're trying to get you prepared for. And I hope you see this. I really hope you do. You know, a lot of times I think we miss this boat. We miss what's going on with this. How simple this process can really be. And so, you know, and don't think it can't happen, because we have people that are doing this right now as we speak. That's in 14 Eagles. All right? They're holding their own Zoom calls 24/7. They have a Zoom call that's been going on for the last week and a half right now. Okay? It is a powerful, powerful thing. So, you know, keeping this thing simple, not saying that it's not work. Okay? Because working together, it takes work for us to work together as a community, as a group, as a team. That's teamwork. Okay? And so it's just not team sitting around. No, this is teamwork. Understand it. So, yes, keep this thing simple. 14 Eagles platform works as long as what? We work. We do what we need to do, right, to help each other. And it's not difficult at all. It's not difficult. We make it difficult. Okay? So we just wanted to put that on your mind, just to let you know that we will be having some things come down the pipe. We were hoping to have it already, but we've had an issue with our developers. And, you know, COVID is still around, so we want everybody to be careful. And so COVID has struck our developers right now, and they're having some hard times. And so we want to keep them in our prayers so they can get back to helping us do what we need to do for the community. All right? So keep in mind, we're still moving forward. We want our developers to stay safe and stay well, and we want them to do whatever they need to do to get back to being able to do what they do. Okay? Because without them doing what they do for us, then, you know, we can't do for, you know, to help each other. And so this is all a community together, no matter what aspect that you bring to it. And our developers bring a key aspect to what we do here at 14 Eagles. But we're going to be implementing some things into the 14 Eagles community to make things better, to make things run smoother. And so we're hoping that that's going to help bolster the community. And I don't want to say what it is right now until we can really get it put into place, and we'll hope that it's coming very, very soon. But in the meantime, the platform still works. Follow the instructions on how to get involved and how to send and receive gifts, and you won't have any problems at all. Okay, none at all. We have people that are moving at fantastic pace right now. The way that the platform is set up right now. And when we do make the little changes that we're going to make to make things go faster, it's going to be unbelievable. Okay? And we're going to expand what we can do in 14 years. And as I said earlier, you want to get in where you fit in. We're going to have something for everybody here in 14 years. That's what it's all about. Okay? So, with that being said, what I want to do is I want to bring up our fearless leader. We're so happy to have him back with us. He has been out for a minute, and we've been, praying for him, and our prayers were answered. Because without this gentleman, 14 Eagles wouldn't be here today, and I can literally say that because he's been a godsend to me for the 14 Eagles platform. And so what I want to do is I want to call up Greg. Greg, you want to close this out, my brother?
Sure, it'll be my pleasure. I just want to say thank you again, Brian, again for you guys' prayers and stuff like that. And ditto, Brian, because 14 Eagles definitely would not be here without your help and your support. So, like I said at the beginning of the call, let your friends know, man, this thing is very, very powerful. And like Brian said, the biggest problem that I think we have with the 14 Eagles platform is how simple it is, because we think life is sophisticated and complicated, and it really isn't, Like I said, just get people in front of this thing here, let them see it for themselves. We record these calls every night, but the real fun starts after the calls, because what we usually do after the calls is we ask people if they have any questions, and sometimes people don't want to ask questions while they know they're being recorded. So, the fun, the big party starts really after the call. So you got to get to the call so you can come to the after party. 14 Eagles is here to do some powerful things, and we need your help and your support. Brian, back to you.
Fantastic. And again, we're here every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can come to the community website at 14eaglesden.com. Click on the Contact Us tab, and you can see the link to come to the call. And if you can't get on through the computer, you can also call in and get on by the phone. Okay? Come and see what we do here at 14 Eagles. We have nothing to hide. We're the most transparent platform out here today. All right? We even have the old school sizzle call that you can call and let somebody hear a little excerpt of what 14 Eagles is about and what we do. If you have any questions, you can always email us at controltower@14eaglesden.com. And yes, we do have a member service number that you can call. 301-684-1216. That's 301-684-1216. And give us a call. If you have any questions, if you have any problems with the platform, something that you don't understand, we're here to help. As Greg always says, we leave no stone unturned here. Okay? We don't want anybody to have an excuse. There's no excuse for not getting involved with 14 Eagles and helping someone else so you can be blessed. Okay? That's what it's all about. Okay? So we took away all the excuses. So the only thing that you have to do now is look in the mirror and say, hey, look, is this what I really want to do? Do I really want to go out here and help people? Because if you do that with a genuine heart, I guarantee you that you will be blessed. Whether it be a monetary way, whether it be a spiritual way, but in some way, you will be blessed. Okay? You will be blessed. And so that's what it's all about. So now what I want to do at this point is